Alright, question for you. Have you ever wondered if there's a legit way to turn back the clock on your skin, but from the comfort of your own home? No invasive treatments, no trips to the derm, just you, a laser, and some collagen-inducing magic. Well, today's video is just about that. Now, if this is your first time on one of my videos, I am in my 40s. Wind it back 4 years ago, my skin looked completely different. Basically, I've transformed my skin myself at home. Now, I've not had any surgery, I've not had any fillers yet, but I will admit to having the occasional round of Botox. I mean, come on, it's a neurotoxin. It's not a gas chamber full of kittens. It's really not that deep. I mean, as long as you're transparent about it in this industry, then cool beans. But that aside, skincare tools and the way that they work within the dermis, that's my jam. And my face is all the proof I need to know that what I'm doing works. So today we're going to be diving deep into two skincare devices. The Nira Precision laser and the Nira Pro. Stick around because I'm not only going to break down how these bad boys work, but I'm also going to spill the science on collagen stimulation, skin-safe lasers, and, of course, how you can maximize results. So grab a drink, sit tight, and let's laser. Alright, let's kick things off with the basics. What exactly are the Nira Precision and the Nira Pro? And why are they causing such a stir in the skincare world? At their core, these are non-fractional, non-ablative diode lasers. Now, for a lot of you, that's probably double Dutch. So I'm going to break it down for you a little bit. So non-fractional means that it delivers its laser energy evenly across the surface of the skin, rather than in concentrated tiny spots like fractional lasers do. And what this does is it basically results in a smoother, more even treatment, which is going to be perfect for larger areas such as your face, your neck, your décolleté, the hands, the arms, just those bigger areas where you need a little extra TLC. Non-ablative means that the lasers don't remove or basically burn off the uppermost layers of your skin. Instead, they focus on heating the deeper dermal layers to stimulate collagen production without causing any surface damage. But here's where the Nira lasers really stand out. These devices specifically target water molecules within the papillary layer of the skin. Both the Nira Precision and the Nira Pro operate at a wavelength of 1450 nanometers, a wavelength that's been clinically proven to be highly absorbed by water. Now, you might wonder, why is that even important? Well, your skin's dermis, specifically the layer where collagen and elastin live, contains a significant amount of water. By targeting these water molecules, the laser creates targeted thermal energy within the skin, and this gently heats the deeper layers of the dermis to between 39 and 42 degrees Celsius, which is 102 to 108 degrees Fahrenheit for all of my beautiful Americans out there. And this is where the real magic happens. The laser raises the temperature just below the point of causing thermal damage, essentially tricking your skin into thinking that it's been a little bit injured. In turn, this sends a signal to your body to rush in and repair the area by flooding it with fibroblasts, which are the cells key for producing collagen. And more specifically, it stimulates the production of type 1 and type 3 collagen, both of which are essential for skin firmness and skin structure. Now, over time, this process, which is called neocollagenesis, leads to smoother, firmer skin, reduced wrinkles, and better elasticity. Now, what's critical here is that this controlled heat is applied without causing any damage whatsoever to the epidermis or the outermost layer of your skin. And the result, well, no peeling, no downtime, and here's the kicker. Since the 1450 nanometer wavelength specifically targets water within the dermis, rather than melanin, which is the pigment within the skin, it's so much safer for a wider range of users, making it a game changer for anyone who is worried about hyperpigmentation or post-treatment dark spots. Now, when we look at the Nira Pro, think of it as the bigger, faster, more powerful sibling of the Nira Precision laser. While both devices share the exact same 1450 nanometer wavelength, the Nira Pro is definitely built for a more powerful, intense, and results-driven treatment. It has a longer energy pulse duration that's going to deliver more sustained energy within the skin, allowing for better heat retention within the deeper layers of the skin. And this doesn't just speed up collagen production, it also enhances elastin regeneration, improving your skin's overall elasticity. I mean, win-win. So, why all the buzz? Basically, in short, these lasers offer an at-home solution to stimulate collagen, reduce fine lines and wrinkles, and enhance the skin's texture without the need for expensive in-clinic treatments or extensive recovery times. Basically, it gives you the power to kind of wind back the hands of time a little bit on the visible appearance of aging, helping you achieve a more youthful, fresh and vibrant complexion, which, let's be honest here, is going to be a real confidence boost. And with the Nira Pro, you get the added benefit of a more intense treatment, which are likely to give you more dramatic results and in a shorter space of time. You want to cleanse your skin thoroughly and make sure that you remove any makeup, oil or debris, because lasers and dirty skin don't mix. You're going to want to use a gentle cleanser, and then once you finish washing your skin, make sure that it is completely dry. Basically, any surface moisture left on your skin is going to interfere with the laser's ability to actually target that water within the skin, because the laser is highly absorbed by water. So if you've got water on the surface of your skin already, that's going to absorb the laser, which means that less of it is going to be getting into that sweet spot within the dermis. Okay, so to turn the laser on, all you do is you push and hold the power button. Next, you're going to choose your intensity level. Now, this will all depend on your pain threshold and your own kind of desired comfort levels, I guess. For me, I find level 5 completely comfortable. So I'm just going to take this straight up to a level 5. Now, with the Nira Precision laser, you do need to push the energy button up the top to kind of fire the pulse once it's against the skin. If you push it away from the skin, you get the warning error. So it needs to have contact with the skin and then push the button. It beeps once, means it started. Second beep means that it is finished, and then you can move it down a millimeter. With the Nira Pro, again, you're going to turn the power on. Obviously, it's already set at a level 5 for me, but if this is your first use, you can press the power button again to change your intensity levels between 1 to 5. And unlike the Precision, the Nira Pro automatically fires its energy pulse as soon as it makes contact with the skin. 2, 3. First beep means that the frequency is activated. The second beep means that it's done. Then what you do is you place it again. Now I like to overlap by around about 50% of the area that I've just treated, which essentially means that each area is getting a double dose. Basically, think of it like when you're mowing a lawn. Like, you go down one way, when you're coming back that other way, you overlap slightly to make sure that you get a really even finish. Exactly the same with these. Now, of course, I'm going to do a demo of how I use these, but basically I focus first around the eyes. Each side I will give around about 10 shots. Then I will work across the cheeks. I will make my way down over the nasolabial fold. I'll give it a little bit of work along my jawline in the jowl, and then I will go down my neck. Now, on average, it's between 50 to 60 shots on each side for me. Now, as a guy, my head is probably a bit larger than most women, which is why I give myself 50 to 60 shots on each side. I think for most women, you're kind of looking at between 40 to 50 shots on average. But again, I guess it also depends on what the quality of your skin is when you're starting, what your desired outcome and goals are, and kind of how determined you are to reach maximum collagen and elastin production by that 90-day mark. Once I've gone in with the Nira Pro, what I like to then do is I go in with the Precision. This really lets me get right up into those smaller, finer lines and wrinkles. Lets me get up onto that crease area under the brow bone. Just kind of give myself a little bit of work on my hooding. And then really target some collagen stimulation in the nasolabials at the corner of the mouth. Kind of where I want more collagen production to be focused, to kind of lift and elevate and plump things out. Now, this won't come as a surprise to any of you guys who have been with me for more than 5 minutes, but when it comes to devices, I often have 2 of the same. Now, some of you probably think that, yeah, he's a little bit extra. And yeah, I agree. But for someone who does skincare for a living, who really appreciates the power of maximizing treatments with the minimal amount of time, is really not unheard of me to double device at the same time. Now, I'm not saying that this is what you guys need to be doing. In fact, one of these devices is way more than enough, but for me it allows me to treat myself in the minimal amount of time. It means that I do everything super symmetrically and super even, and because it cuts down on the amount of time that I need to be focusing on my face, it lets me spend a little bit more time on my neck, which, you know, in your 40s kind of starts to head downhill quite quickly. So yeah, I'm kind of trying to focus more on my neck this year as well. But like I said, you do not need to double device like I do. Obviously, once you finish your lasering, you're going to go ahead and apply your serums that are going to help to kind of feed your skin, nourish it, help it repair and heal even faster. So immediately after I've done a session, the first thing I do is I apply a generous layer of the Moisture Lock, which is Nira's hyaluronic acid serum. Once that's on, I give it a good 2 or 3 minutes to really just soak in and be absorbed by the skin. And then I give myself a generous layer of Nira's Youth Renewal Peptide Cream. Now, of course, these are lasers, which means that your skin is going to become way more photosynthetic photosensitive, which basically means that the sun and its UV is more likely to burn and cause damage to your skin. So no matter what you do, it doesn't matter whether you do this in the evening, whether you do it in the morning, whether the curtains are closed, whether you're going to be staying in all day, apply your sunscreen. SPF 30 at a bare minimum. For me, always an SPF 50, which is probably another one of the reasons why my skin is skinning. Okay, so I'm going to do a quick demo of exactly how I personally use the Nira Pro laser and the Nira Precision laser to take care of the fine lines and wrinkles on my skin, to boost those collagen and elastin levels, and basically just supercharge my collagen and elastin production so that I can look fresher for longer. Now, like I said to you, I am extra. I do have 2 devices, so I am going to double device this time. But if you're following along at home, or you're kind of wanting to understand how to do the treatment yourself, you can just follow one side of the face and then just kind of mirror it across to the other side when you're ready to go. So I'm going to turn my devices on. Now my skin is perfectly clean. I did wash my face just before I got on camera. I don't have any makeup, I don't have any sunscreen, I don't have any dirt or grime or anything like that on there. Just my usual barefaced skin. So first thing I'm going to do is I start at the corner of the eyes. Okay, so that means that I've done 10 pulses already. Next step is that I'm going to do the upper eye area. Again, I'm not going on the skin above the eyeball itself because cooked eyeballs ain't pretty on anyone. Pointing it up towards the brow bone and the brow itself. Four. Five. Now I'm going to go across the cheeks. Feel it in the air. This pulse is gonna set us free. Oh. Glow everywhere. The stars align you and me. So in total I've done 100 shots. That is my face done. So now just going to do my neck. Now that's how I do my full face and neck with the Nira Pro. What I'm going to do now is quickly go in with the Precision just to really fine tune and target and zone in on those real problem areas that I have with the more deeper wrinkles, I guess. Up under the orbital rim again. Now this is where I get my deepest crow's feet, at the line with the outer canthus. So I like to kind of just focus a little bit more attention there. And then obviously being the Precision, I can get right up into the tear trough. Nasolabials. Around the lips, which is going to take care of any of those lip lines. Now I get a little bit of a crease in my chin here, so I'm just going to flatten that out slightly. Now if you're like me and you kind of sleep with your face squished like a marshmallow, I do get a sleep line that comes up here across the temple, so I'm just going to focus on that as well. And then obviously the necklace lines that you get on the neck. The clavicle area, this is where I get the most crepey skin appearing. Just going to work on that quickly. Now, unlike with radio frequency or HIFU and that, this isn't penetrating literally 4, 5, 6 millimeters deep, so it's not going to be entering into the thyroid gland, it's not going to be disrupting that hormone production. So if you're looking for a solution to take care of that crepey or wrinkling or kind of just sagging skin on the neck, the Nira is a great option. And that is it, that's my full face and neck done. Now, like I said, if you wanted to, you could use the Pro to take care of your hands if you've got kind of wrinkling or anything appearing on your hands. Is like a super quick way to kind of boost that collagen and elastin within the skin. And as many people know, the hands are one of the main giveaways of someone's real age. Yeah, on average my hands will get around about 20 shots each, which keeps the skin looking nice and plump and volumized and not so old manly. If you're one of those people that thinks you're going to get world-class results after one use, kind of time to reevaluate your expectations, because actually even many professional in-clinic machines and treatments aren't going to give you world-class results after just one use. Just going to apply some of the Moisture Lock. Basically you're going to be wanting to use this every single day for 90 days. I think you've seen how quick it is to do a treatment, so it's not like it's hugely time intensive. But yeah, just kind of think of it a little bit like going to the gym. Like you go to the gym, you do a good workout, you're not going to see muscles after the first use. And this isn't my first time of using a Nira laser. I actually used it last year and I got some pretty spectacular results. And I didn't discontinue using it on purpose. I moved home, things got put in boxes, boxes got lost, got a new device, boxes got found, now I have 2 devices. This is now obviously an integral part of my daily skincare routine. So you guys will get to see like a 90-day before and after. Basically for as long as I'm using this, I'm going to be updating you guys. You're probably sat there thinking, okay TJ, but which should I pick? The Nira Precision or the Nira Pro? So let me break it down a little more for you so that you know which of these is going to fit your needs like a glove. Hello. Now, as we already know, the main difference between the Precision and the Pro lies in the treatment tip, the pulse length, and the overall power output, all of which affect how these devices work and where they're best suited to use on your skin. Now, obviously, first off, as you can see, the Nira Pro has got a much larger opening when compared to the Precision, which basically means that it covers a larger surface area with each pulse. Now, this makes it especially useful for doing faster treatments, for doing full face treatments, for doing your hands, your neck, the whole shebang. And it does this because you can cover more surface area in less time, so bigger areas become way easier to treat. On the other hand, the tip of the Precision is way more compact, making it so perfect for those smaller, tighter, more compact areas such as along the orbital rim, up into the crease, really fine-tuning and zoning in on those deeper lines and wrinkles, the nasolabial folds around the lips. Think those areas where precision is everything. Obviously, the treatment tips aside, pulse is also super important. The Nira Pro delivers a longer energy pulse of between 3 and 4 seconds long, which means that it's got much more time to build and kind of develop that heat within the dermis, which in turn is going to result in increased collagen stimulation. On the other hand, the Precision has got a much shorter pulse of a little bit under 1 second in length, which makes it absolutely ideal for quick targeted treatments in super sensitive areas. Basically, the shorter pulse is perfect for areas where the skin is thinner and there's more sensitivity, where you're not going to need quite as much heat to kind of stimulate that collagen production. It's also a pretty good starting point for those who might be a little bit scared about starting out with home use lasers. Not that you need to be, because so easy to use, inbuilt safety features make these super safe. Now, when it comes to power, both of these devices have got 5 power levels, but the Nira Pro delivers more power per square centimetre. But to help you kind of understand how much power you can expect from each of these devices, the Nira Precision model ranges from between 2.16 to 2.97 joules per centimetre square, depending on the power level that you're choosing, while the Nira Pro really amps things up to 3.8 joules per centimetre square at the highest power intensity. This means that the Pro can deliver faster results because it's basically delivering more energy and collagen stimulation in fewer treatments. And that is such a huge plus. If you're like me, you like to see visible improvements in a shorter amount of time. And the Precision, though slightly gentler, is still super effective over time, especially if you're just focusing on smaller or more sensitive areas. So if you're looking for more significant, faster results or for treating larger areas, the Nira Pro is the way to go. But if you're after a more gentle treatment or looking to target more finely tuned areas on the face and the neck, then the Precision is on point. Both amazing, but it all boils down to what results you're after, what your starting levels are right now, and where you want to see your skin in 90 days. But I think 99% of people are going to find the Pro to be what they're looking for when it comes to kind of results that they're expecting, the ease of use, the time it takes to do a treatment. So what do you guys think? Are you ready to take your skincare routine to the next level with one of these bad boys? Or are you already using them? I'm super curious to know what you guys think. I always love hearing from you anyway. So be sure to shout out in the comments, because I literally learn so much from you guys as well. And I love that. So yeah, I want to hear your thoughts, your experiences, or any questions that you've got. And don't forget, if you found this video useful or you just enjoyed catching up with me today, be sure to give it a like, subscribe, and share it with all of your skin-obsessed friends. I literally love you guys. Thank you so much for joining me for this video today. I hope that your day is as beautiful as you are, and I'm really looking forward to catching up with you in my next video. So until then, TJ over and out.